I want to tell you how the chairman of Ivo local government area, Ogbonnayaja, was involved in the in the kidnap and killing of Mrs Catherine Okorie of Ishago, Ivo local government area of Ebonyi State in 2017. I shall be telling you who Ogbonnayaja is. Ogbonnayaja was the youth leader of Federated Ishago Youth in the Ivo local government area of Ebonyi State, and later became technical assistant to Ebonyi governor on internal security. And before that time, he was one of the boys, one of the touts that worked for Chimaroke Nnamani when he was governor of Enugu State. So that's the person of Ogbonnayaja. He has always been a tout, and he has never hidden the fact that he's a tout. For avoidance of doubt, I shall be reading, the reports coming from that kidnap and murder of that innocent woman, and it was all politically motivated because one of the children of that woman wanted to contest election, or had interest of politics, and maybe he wanted to contest in the 2019 elections, and some of the politicians within Ishago were not pleased by that ambition, and they resorted to wreaking havoc on the family so as to weaken, to dampen the spirit of one of the children of that woman. So for purpose of precision, I shall be reading security report that got Ogbonnayaja, the outgoing chairman of Ivo local government area of Ebonyi State, involved. So follow me. It was a sorrowful and tearful scene last weekend when a kidnap gang made shocking confessions on how they killed and buried Mrs Catherine Okorie, a middle-aged mother of a rich Abuja-based industrialist and indigenous of Ishago community in the local government area of Ebonyi State, who was abducted at her village residence on January 18, 2017. But for the gallant efforts of men of the Special Anti-Kidnapping Squad, Ebonyi State Police Command, Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, and other corresponding units of the command, who never rested until they unraveled circumstances surrounding the abduction and later murder and secret burial of the victim, her case could perhaps have remained like one of the many unresolved kidnap and murder cases in the country. The breakthrough, according to the command's public relations officer, Jude Madu, came on the heels of a classified confessional statement made available to police investigators by one Ubujule Chukwumatu of Lokpanta, Isochi in Umunnochi, Council of Abia State, who was arrested on February 10, 2017. According to Mado, he made some confessionary statements which led to the arrest of one Ezenwa Egono, male of same address, on February 23rd. On interrogation, they said Ezenwa confessed that the victim has been killed by the gang and was buried at Lokpanta, Isochi in Abia State. He led a team of anti-kidnapping squad of this command to the scene where the body was buried. The area was being identified. That was why the command made adequate arrangements for the exhumation of the body. Ezenwa, it was gathered, started playing pranks with the police after his confession and vital disclosures, and became patently evasive for weeks during attempts to make him take the anti-kidnapping team where his men buried the victim. He took, according to police now, he took our men there, and instead of showing the exact spot, he started taking the police around that vast bush until the early morning of Sunday, when he said his time was up. And he was then ready to talk. He then took our men to the exact spot where they buried the woman, Madu told The Guardian in an exclusive interview. The journey to the exhumation of the already decomposed remains of the late Mrs. Chukwu was a tortuous one. The State Police Commissioner, Titus Lamode, who was just settling down to his new posting, made extensive efforts and preparations as soon as the facts were established and delegated the Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP in charge of Criminal Investigation Department, CID, to lead the operation. The journey, which involved a team of no less than 50 policemen, 15 Hilux vans of various units of the command, an ambulance, morticians, head of pathology department, Federal Teaching Hospital, Abakaliki, took over 10 hours. When the search team took off from Abakaliki with the Guardian in the convoy, it stopped over Ivo Division to pick a ready SARS team that was communicating with team of the SACs who had reportedly been in the forest for the past 2 weeks. It headed off to Lokpanta, which shares boundaries with Ishagu in Ivo Council area of Ebonyi State, almost directly across the road along the Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. After less than 10 minutes drive through terrains without buildings located therein, the teams landed in a village market called Ekisochi and picked someone that linked them up with the SAC's first team some kilometers away from the market along a major road leading to the forest. The man, in his late 30s, name withheld, claimed to be leader of an association in Lokpanta. On sighting the heavily armed police team, panicky village traders at the market were gripped with apprehension. After riding through a rough road of about 3 kilometers, the team was successfully handed over after a ready SARS team with the prime suspect and 2 others, including a woman in her mid-40s. The vehicles later came to a stop, and the team, armed not only with guns but also bags of water and some snacks, began the search operation. Walking through a rough and barren forest in a not too clearly distinctive boundary between Lokpanta in Abia State and Ogo in Enugu State, which lasted for 5 minutes, the team found itself in a canal called Lekbesi, a shallow river nearly separating the 2 neighboring states. A jubilant combined team of SACs with some SARS men who had been camped in the thick forest for about 2 weeks and were reportedly feeding mainly on cashew nuts, welcomed the team. With them were 4 suspects said to be directly or indirectly linked with the dastardly acts. Then came the moment of confession. Ezenwa spoke first upon interrogation that Pali, pointing at one of the suspects, "Carry us come here. Me, pilot, we be 3. Matthew, the ringleader, 4, and that Ampelo. We dey 6 in number. Na that Ampelo from Ishagu say make we kill am, and say because Mama, the victim, don't see him face, make we kill am. I tell them say make them no kpai Mama. The man come slap me for back. Na him the other guy, Chibike, the gang leader, say him go shoot me. I tell them say this thing where them wan do Mama no dey good. Na him then come tell me say make I come out. I can't go up there, go sit down, pointing at a hilly side of the shallow river. As I can't sit down there, I can't hear boy. I dey like this. pointing his head to the ground. Pilot come ask me whether I dey cry. I tell am say I dey cry. I tell am say this thing where una do, before next week now, una go hear am. Na him I come carry my machine, motorcycle, go back. The suspect confessed. He disclosed that they had tried to escape police search by hiding Mrs. Chukwu in Matthew's backyard compound in Amekuru village, Isochi in Lokpanta for several hours and escaped into the forest when they got information that the police were on their trail, where the victim was later shot dead on the orders of the said Ampelo, who told the gang that he did internship in Abuja through the help of the victim's son, and he had already seen and identified his face. Hence, they should not spare her life, or they would all be in danger. After the exhumation of the body for autopsy, the team was later taken late in the evening to the said compound, where the kidnappers kept the victim upon her abduction from Ishago, said to be the gang leader's residence. And on arriving the village, which had been largely deserted due to the serial criminal indulgence of young people from the area, the police were taken to the said backyard by Ezenwa, where they made frantic search for the recovery of the exhibits, to no avail. Let me now take you to the involvement of the outgoing chairman of Ivo local government area, Ogbonnayaja. Investigations went on, and it was discovered that Ogbonnayaja was behind that attack, the kidnap and murder of that woman. He was arrested and taken to the Abakaliki prison facility. Then, in 2019, during the COVID-19 emergency, he was discovered allegedly to have contracted COVID-19 virus. So he was released and granted temporary bail. So from there, the governor of Ebonyi State, David Umahi, at that time, made him chairman of Ivo local government area of Ebonyi State. From there, the case has been going on in court. They attended the matter the other day, and there is glaring evidence that he was behind it. Glaring evidence that he was behind it, and he has been pleading, to be forgiven. But the family is insisting on justice. So that's what happened. So this is the man that has been attacking people, doing all manner of things, to protect the interest of Ebonyi State government and his godfathers. So Nwifuru came in upon hearing what the young man did, retained him as chairman of Ivo local government area. Just recently, a week ago, he issued a document, an order, that the governor would be visiting Ivo local government area, and companies, stone crushing companies, chippings, schools, markets, and everything in the local government should be shut down. That anybody caught to have or seen to have violated that order would pay 1 million naira in levy. So that's the background of the young man we call chairman of Ivo local government area. Someone with this kind of background would actually go any length to please his political godfathers, because he's still believing that he will be pardoned, but he wouldn't be pardoned. So he has taken a life, and immediately the news of the death of that woman broke. The husband died. Yes, the husband died. Then one of the children also died. 3 persons within a space, a little space of time. 3 of them died. So this man should not escape justice. He was granted a temporary bail. I believe that as he concludes his tenure, he will get back to prison. As simple as that. I am Chika Moba. Thank you.